Hi, I'm Debbie Fisher. I'm the allergy coordinator here at Blue Ridge Ear, Nose, Throat. Today we're going to be discussing environmental control measures, which are things that you can do in your own home. Once you've been tested and we find out what it is you're allergic to, there are things you can do to reduce your own exposures that you have on a day-to-day basis. Along with the treatment your doctor will provide, reducing exposures in your home environment should help reduce the need for regular medicine and thereby increasing your quality of life. Now that we've finally finished your testing and we found what it is you're allergic to, we're going to go over a few things about what you can do in your own home environment to help reduce exposures. You know, we can give you a lot of medicine, the doctor can do a lot of things, but as long as you're still being exposed day in and day out by all the things you're allergic to, medicine can only do so much. Allergy shots can only do so much. So anything you can do to reduce exposures in your home, that's great. But the most important room in your whole house is your bedroom. And that's because once you go to bed, you're there for the next several hours. So whatever's in that room has a greater effect on how you feel by the time you get up the next morning. Main thing we'd like to see on here is a bare floor. Carpet holds a lot of dust and dust mite particles and stuff, so we'd prefer a bare floor. Area rug if you need it. As far as window treatments, we prefer not heavy drapes. That holds a lot of dust. We'd rather you do just like a little valance or something sheer that you could throw in the dryer. We prefer shades over blinds. That's because a lot of people never dust their blinds, and every slat becomes a dust catcher. And so as long as you dust your blinds every few weeks, you can have all the blinds you want. You can always put a hose attachment on your vacuum cleaner with that little round brush, close your blinds up, and just dust right off of that. Swiffer also makes a little wand that will do very well with that, and so that will really help. The major thing that we're going to zone in on right here is your bed. And that's because of dust mites. You are allergic to the dust and the dust mites as well. Dust mites are tiny little microscopic bugs that live in everybody's dust. These bugs are very, very tiny. They do not crawl on us. They're not bed bugs. They do not eat things. They don't bite you. But what they do is they eat our dead skin cells. We slough off dead skin cells all the time, and they're microscopic. We don't even notice them. But these bugs, when they eat they think they're at Golden Corral buffet bar. They're fat and happy off of these. What we're actually allergic to is not the bug itself, though. It's their waste products. Every one of these little bugs produces thousands and thousands of little poop balls in their lifetime. When you're walking across carpet, you're not just disturbing dust, you're disturbing dust mite poop. When you sit on your sofa, your lazy boy rocker, unless it's leather, which protects you, but the upholstery, when you sit down on there, whew, air comes up through that cushion. Well, dust has landed on that. And so those little bugs cannot live out in the open very long. They've got to burrow down and hide in those cushions. They also do the same thing with your bed. Even though you made your bed, dust has landed on that bedspread. They will burrow and burrow until they're down into your mattress and into your pillows. The problem is then you go to bed, your face rubs on the pillowcase, your body's rubbing on the sheets, you're flaking off skin cells, which are microscopic, and they will also go down through the sheets in your pillowcase, and these bugs now are just pigging out on this. The bad thing is they're like babies. They eat, sleep, and poop. And so as you move around, you move your head around on the pillow, your body around on the mattress, and that dust mite poop is what you're being exposed to. And so when you wake up the next morning, usually people that are allergic to this wake up worse than when they went to bed. So your symptoms, you may notice, are magnified at that point. Even though dust is everywhere, this is actually one of the easier things that you can do something about. And that's because of mite-proof bedding. We're going to talk about covers for your mattress and your pillows. Don't get the kind that are just the quilted cloth kind. That doesn't really block anything. Being hypoallergenic doesn't mean that it's going to fix it. Hypoallergenic only means there's nothing in that cover that will make you have an allergic reaction to that cover. It's not blocking you to the dust mite poop at all. What we want is we want a mattress cover that's got an actual zipper. that you would slide the whole top mattress into and zip that thing shut. Eventually, we would like the box springs to be covered too, but you do what's most important first, and again, as time and money permits. Your pillows should also have a zippered cover on there, and you just put your pillowcase over it. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about some different kinds of covers. Bed Bath & Beyond has a very nice cover. We want something that's very specific, that says like prevents the transmission of dust mite or mite proof. That way you know you're getting your money's worth, okay? And what theirs is like, it's got a very soft top to it, but it's got this vinyl or polyurethane behind it. It is actually fused together in one cover like that. And this is the secret ingredient. Nothing gets through this. It's waterproof. So no new dust mites get through. Your skin cells don't get through. There's nothing, the old ones in there get no more food. And I don't care if the kids are bouncing on the bed or having a pillow fight. There's no poop coming out. So that really has just reduced a lot of what you're exposed to. Your bedspread, you can take that and throw that in your dryer. 30 minutes hot heat. That means no air fluff or delicate. I want heat just like what you'd use for your clothes. But when you throw that in there, just like your dryer gets lint out of your clothes, it's going to get dust out of that cover. And for that 30 minutes hot heat, it will kill your dust mites, and the dryer fluffs it up nice for us so it looks good back on the bed. Now, do you have a lot of stuffed animals on your bed? No? Okay. Stuffed animals can go through the dryer as well. Most of them cannot be washed, but especially if you have children and they have a lot of stuffed animals, it's full of, it's nothing but hair and stuffing, so it's a lot of dust mite poop. Let's talk for a minute about mold spores. This is a very moldy area. We've had many floods throughout the years, and when water stands, we make new mold spores. Mold spores, our doctors consider actually to be year-round in this area, and that's because most of the time we have milder winters. When it's really, really cold, that does bring it down, but the humidity is what is the big problem here.